Liberty men's soccer off to its best start since 1997, 4-0-1, and here to give us an update is head coach Jeff Alder. Jeff, you guys come off a couple of matches at VMI, a little tournament last week. Won those two matches. Tell us how you played in those two, and then we'll get into some bigger things coming up here at home pretty soon.
Very proud of our resiliency. You know, we played Robert Morris on the first day, and I felt going into the game, you know, they had four guys that were very dynamic on the ball and a very hard-working team. And so they jumped on us. I thought they were better than us the first 20, 25 minutes. They were able to pinch a goal. We get to halftime. We reorganized, and I thought the second half we outshot them 15-6, and we really imposed our will on the game. So they were probably better the first half. We were better the second half. I just didn't know if we were going to find a goal. And finally, with a minute left, you know, we kept a ball alive, and then Sachem ended up smashing one in the net to get us to overtime. And then Blessing does a great job of scoring in overtime to win. And so it was good for us to find a way to face some adversity. You know, we let it go a little bit too long as far as getting the equalizer, but then we bounced back and play Upstate on Sunday. You know, they had just beaten VMI, and so now you're basically playing them for a title up there. And I thought our guys jumped on them. We're up 2-0. They kind of got a goal to get back into it, but then we finished the game off strong. And so I loved our mindset where regardless of what we faced over the weekend, we overcame a lot of obstacles, and it was, again, by committee. You know, a lot of different guys making key plays to either keep us in a game or find a way to win a game. And so I was very proud of our resiliency overall.
You've had a majority of the matches on the road, and you kind of have to band together when you're away from home, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and we're preaching togetherness. You know, we're all about, you know, can we do something for someone else? And we really, the last couple of days, honored the guys like Kurt Myers and Josiah Phillips, Andre Reimer, some of the guys who haven't played a lot of minutes, but every day they're making the guy they're playing against better at practice. And so we really, after that weekend, tried to honor those guys because those are the guys, you know, Andre Reimer came in Sunday and played like 8 minutes at the end of the Upstate game, but it was 8 minutes that we needed because we were trying to close out a game. And so everybody, David Maharaj came in, I think, for 5 minutes Friday against Robert Morris to give a guy a break, and he ended up keeping the ball alive on the corner kick that Sachem scored on. And so he jumped up, blocked the ball that they were trying to clear, kept it alive, and we scored on the play. And so for us, each guy contributed something, and that's important. And so for us, we don't change our mindset. You know, we're about humility, accountability, responsibility, and we've been talking all year long, James 4:6, you know, God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble. So we stay humble, we stay hungry, and that's why I like who we are right now, because that's what they're embracing.
Find yourselves right now 10th in the South Atlantic region poll. What does that mean right now, if anything?
Well, again, I think it's great for Liberty. I think it's great for recruiting. I think it's great for our fans, our community, the families of our parents. But for us, like I told the boys today, what we're chasing doesn't exist. You know, we're trying to find Bigfoot. We're trying to find the Loch Ness Monster. We're chasing perfection. And so what we're chasing isn't a number, and that's great because I think it shows value that, hey, we're playing good teams and we've gotten some results. But like I told them, I said, you know, I knew a guy once who gave me some great advice. Publicity is a lot like poison. It only hurts you if you swallow it. We're not going to swallow it. You know, so again, I said, guys, 24-hour rule. Regardless of how good or bad things go, you know, after 24 hours, we flush it and we're on to the next thing. It's a good statement because our region's the toughest in the country. 8 of the top 10 are in the top 25, and the top 3 teams in our region are in the top 5 in the country. And those 3 teams have won national championships in the last 4 years. So they've stuck us in the toughest region. So I think that's admirable. But like I said, guys, that's not what we're chasing. You know, we're chasing every day. Can we chase perfection? And we're not going to achieve it or attain it. But if you fall short, you're still going to be pretty good. And so that's what our mindset is.
Home schedule coming up. It's exciting. 4 top 25 teams coming here, beginning with Davidson on Saturday. Give us a scout of the Wildcats and what you might see coming up this weekend.
You know, Davidson got us good last year. You know, very, very well-coached team, organized, disciplined. You know, obviously Davidson's a very good academic institution, so you're dealing with a lot of high IQ guys soccer-wise and off the field, but they can play. I mean, they can play with anybody in the country, and so they're a legitimate top 25 team. They've been to a Final Four. They've been to an Elite Eight. And so, you know, I know everybody thinks they're a basketball school because of Curry, but they've been a soccer school for a very long time. And so it's going to be a good test for us. I mean, they play good soccer. They're very organized, and they got us last year good down there 2-0. And so we'll have our hands full, but our guys like it. You know, we're glad to just be home because we've been on the road forever.
Should be a fun weekend with football as well, so we hope to see a lot of people out here on Saturday.
All right, thanks for continued support. Go Flames.
That's head men's soccer coach Jeff Alder. We're now pleased to be joined by freshman Bay Kurtz out of Crown Point, Indiana. And before we talk about this season, Bay, let's talk about how you got to Liberty and the story behind the recruitment.
It was a total God thing. I had a couple big schools that I'd been looking at over my sophomore, junior year. I played in Arizona, and something happened. I lost communication, and I was kind of struggling to look for a school my senior year, going into my senior year. And I went to a University of Virginia camp and was able to communicate to Coach Alder from there. Within 24 hours, I was already talking to him about flying out to Liberty in 3 weeks. So, and then after that, I came here and then fell in love with everything. So,
what's it been like being a freshman, trying to fit in? You know, athletes are young at sometimes being freshmen. You just don't know where your place is. So, what's it been like for you?
To be honest, I've had a pretty easy time getting into the groove of everything. I wanted to come in and make a difference the best I could as far as the soccer aspect of it, and then as far as school and stuff, just keep my priorities straight and staying focused throughout the whole thing. That was kind of my biggest thing. I was pretty organized throughout high school and stuff, but I knew that college was going to be a little bit of a bigger step, bigger challenge, but I had my mindset right coming in here, I think. So coming in there, I think that kind of gave me an advantage and stepping forward and doing what I needed to do. So.
Bay, how excited is this team, given the fact that you got some home games coming up and some top 25 matchups, so you guys are ready to improve and keep doing good things, which you've already been doing?
Yeah, no, we're really looking forward to it. I think we're staying humble about our undefeated streak right now, but we're definitely learning from each game, and I think we're gonna these next few home games that we got and these big matches that we got coming up, we're gonna be ready for them. We're looking to make it happen. So.
And finally, what are one or two things that you've learned about the college soccer game that maybe you didn't know coming in?
I mean, definitely some. I mean, as a whole, each team has their own aspects that they bring to the game. So I think just as a team aspect, you got to be ready for what a team is, known for, what a team is, what their strong points are. Whereas before, you had individual players here and there, but come to college, everybody has everything figured out. So we got to come in knowing what we want to do, match their intensity, and then capitalize on what we need to capitalize on.
All right, Bay, appreciate the time, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, that's Bay Kurtz, freshman from Crown Point, Indiana. Don't forget Liberty and Davidson here at noon on Saturday. For Bay and the coach, I'm Alan York for Liberty Flame Sports Network.